Hello, this is Legendary Beeper. Welcome to another video. Today we're having a look at the IGN car pack for Forza 5, which was released yesterday. There are 10 cars in total. The one that I have been looking forward to the most though is this, the 2013 Caterham Superlight. There were 10 cars in total. There was the Mercedes-Benz A45 AMG 2013. There's the Peugeot 205 Turbo. There's the 1977 Ford Escort. All great cars, really good fun to drive. But I'm going to have a look at this, do a race, and see what it is like. I've tuned it to A class, so let's have a look. Right, we're at the Bathurst track in Australia. I've set the difficulty to Pro, rather than, I think it's like the hardest mode anyway, just so that I get a chance here. The AI is very good. I've talked about this before, how much I like the driver task system. I like how the racers sort of adapt to you. They don't just follow a straight line like they do in Gran Turismo. Still a great game, but that always used to frustrate me. But you can actually do some fairly decent racing in an offline mode, because you're racing other people's driver tars. They're getting sort of better as the player gets better, and it does make some pretty exciting races. Now this Caterham is a handful, as you can see. I sort of went off there, and I haven't sort of raced with it that much. It's just so enjoyable, but when I tuned it, I did take as much weight out of the car as I possibly could, which means that it is fast. That was a bit nasty, wasn't it? Thank you, Weasel Cheeks. There's so much that there's just no weight to the car at all, so it's very, very fast. It's very, very good around corners, but it's just so unpredictable, and it is a real handful, which means of course it's great fun to drive. And all the cars in Forza have their own characteristics and their own driving style, and of course you can tune them. You can swap the engines, you can swap the drivetrain, and that just all adds to the whole thing. But this track is particularly difficult. It does show off, I think, the Caterham's sort of potential here as a really good racer. It's 600, which is the top of A class. The top speed isn't great. I think the top speed is about 6.4, 6.5, but the acceleration is about 9.2, and that really does help it. Now, I haven't taken it online yet. I'm going to do that a bit later, but it's just such a good fun car to drive. And then as you get into 6th gear, it does, that sort of top speed does start to become quite useful, and I'm catching the cars in front. But as I said, the driver task system is so good, and I think the AI is so good, that you can actually have some properly good races, and some really enjoyable races. I mean, I often come sort of second or third, and I don't mind it at all, because I've had a really good race. I've had to fight for those positions. I try not to use rewind. There you go, there's a good example of that, me bashing into someone, and I've got some damage there. But I feel like it's a more sort of fun race, a more honest race if you just go through the whole thing. So yeah, so Caterham, very, very good car. Definitely download it and give it a whirl.